Hey guys, I'm Bailey,
I'm Jessica.
and this is episode 3 of Yappin' Around. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
I was going to say the same thing as you, so we're good.
We're on the same page, we're just good like that. So,
Today's topic. Oh boy, it's a big one.
do you want to say it or should I?
We're going to talk about relationships. In high school, out of high school, in general. Bailey, would you be comfortable talking about your new one a little bit? Or no?
A little bit.
Not like, yeah, because we can't say names.
We cannot say
You need to
names.
keep that in mind. So, what would you consider flirting?
Oh, that's hard for me because I'm not even good at it. I think I'm more into the playful flirting, you know? It's not like I'm gonna be out and be like, ooh, you look so good in that shirt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, look at you, you're a dork.
Right.
And then we're gonna go back and forth like that.
And I was just saying that because I'm thinking of step by step, like what are the different stages of talking and stuff like that in dating. What would you consider not flirting and just being plain rude?
Again, with the playfulness, you can definitely tell when someone's just being playful or if they're like, oh yeah, you're an idiot.
Right? Because I remember growing up when dudes at the church, they'd be jerks. He's mean to you because he likes you.
No, he's mean because he's mean.
Right? But I also would like to take a gander at the statistics of how high teen dating violence has gone up in our generation.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering if that has some ties to it.
That probably has. Because I remember in kindergarten, I don't remember what I came home crying about. My mom was like, oh, well, that boy only did that because he likes you. And so, literally up until middle school, anytime someone was mean to me, I was just like, oh, they're just jealous of me. Oh, they're just mean to me. And then finally I got to high school and I was like, no, people are just jerks. Like,
Be jerks for no personal gain. It's like, yeah, and maybe there is a small personal gain, but really, what do you get out of it?
exactly.
Right? And to any male watching this, if you like a girl, don't be a jerk. Be kind. Be an
nice.
alibi. Alright, so there is talking, and then what would you consider if somebody, I want to say maybe like a balancing. Do you think if somebody is, you're talking to him, what would you consider that talking? Would that be like good morning text or only flirting at school?
Both. Because,
Right.
I mean, like, the good morning text is something that you'd want to carry into the relationship. It's not just, oh, we're dating now, I don't have to tell you good morning and good night.
Mm-hmm.
You'd still do that, and obviously you'd still talk at school. So, really, for me, the only difference is there's a title and there's, like, more boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Because, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing.
Because when you're talking to someone and it's like, oh, you know, good morning, I'm going to be doing this and this today, what's your day going to be like? Dating, it'd be like, let's do something together. Instead of me just telling you what I'm going to do and what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's coordinate a little bit.
Talking about talking in a relationship, would that be the time to be exclusive? Because I know a lot of people have different things, and a lot of people define talking differently. Because I know post breakup, I didn't talk to a lot of guys, but I have different friends, and I'm wondering if they think I'm talking to them, when in all reality, I have 2 of the people I'm saying good morning to. And that makes me think, am I the player, or am I just, you know?
It really depends. Because if you're going through breakup, you're like, you know, oh, I'm going to start trying to talk to other people. And you have, like, maybe 2 guys that you're messaging, and you tell them good morning. That's not exactly playing.
Playing with you.
Unless you were literally getting their hopes up and being like, oh yeah, maybe we're gonna date, maybe I'm gonna like actually start talking with you. If you're just like, hey, good morning, how was your day? That's just good morning, how was your day? That's not talking. That's having a conversation.
Right. What are your thoughts on anyone that says, what is it, the DTR, define the relationship?
DTR,
yeah. Define the relationship.
Oh.
So when somebody randomly asks, what are we? Has that ever happened to you? Or
Probably.
you had to do
I don't say it. I don't like doing challenge. I know. for a long time, especially
guys, when maybe in junior high and stuff, they will flirt to you and say good morning beautiful and be all kinds of sparkle googly eyes. And then you finally are like, hey, when Uncle Sate is coming up, what are we? He's like, we're just friends.
We good pals.
Right?
Good chums.
So when
Mates.
starting the talking relationship, mates, do you think people should be more open about their intentions? Or people should just know?
I think you gotta be more open.
Right? I think any more people are just...
Because my anxiety is through the roof. Like, if you text me something and you don't give me context for it, I will come up with context.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Oh, I do that to you a lot, don't I?
We do it to each other. If one of us is like, oh no, we can't hang out. Like, if you texted me that, I'd be like, why? Who else are you hanging out with?
I know, like, who are you cheating on me with? Or sometimes I'm praying, or I think about you, and I randomly text you, I love you. And
every single time I'm like,
Jess. You're so scared. And I just want you to know. It's just because I'm thinking about you and I hope you're good. Okay. Let's think about when anyone, whether it's a guy or a girl, or a girl and a girl, or a guy and a guy, or whatever.
Whatever. We're not going to get into that. Allies. I feel like that's Black Lives Matter. I don't think that's the right thing. I am on TikTok so much, and when my jaw drops when I'm sitting alone in my dark room with my cat because of a video, you know it's bad.
Okay. It's about to get real.
There's all of them. No, there's more.
Okay. Anyways, so my ex, after the whole party and I was cleaning up, he was giving me a ride to my car, which is super weird because...
You parked like 2 rows away from
I did. I parked 2 parking spots away from him, and we got in, and we just made a huge... We got in, and we just made a huge circle, and he didn't even ask me to be his girlfriend. He was just like, this is going to be a lot of editing. He was just like, do you want to go on a date with me? I was like, what? He's like, would you like to go on a date with me? I said, when? He's like, I don't know. I didn't think he'd respond back, honestly.
Have you ever heard that one? Have you ever seen that one SpongeBob episode where Plankton was finally about to get the Krabby Patty formula? And he was like, Krabs, you better give me that Krabby Patty formula. And Mr. Krabs was like, what? And Plankton was like, I don't know. Never thought I'd get this far.
Right?
I didn't expect you to say yes.
And then we kind of just like involuntarily said that we're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
I can't even remember. I feel like most of the time it's literally just, hey, you want to date? And it's like...
It's lame.
It's always just...
They never ask
would you maybe want to date?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I had to bleep it out. I think it was the second episode I had to go through and bleep out something said.
I think I did, yeah. I'm sorry, I have potty mouth. But... it's like, it's not even that. I don't think I've ever heard, would you want to be my girlfriend? It's always, do you want to go on a date with me? Because sometimes I wish I could go back in time and beat myself. Because, Jessica, what are you doing? 13 years old on Snapchat, having a 17-year-old boyfriend. I think this is
What's... I was going to say something. 13-year-old me, God, I was a nerd. I'm still a nerd, but I was made a nerd. I was like one of those, like,
we don't talk. Because it's going to be moving around. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I was one of those super ultra, like, Marvel kids. Stop rizzing up the camera. I had the biggest crush on... Okay.
Bailey's like...
I had the biggest crush on Loki. And honestly, Tom Hiddleston, he's... Let me look up a sick pic.
By the way, Vanessa, we are using a Google for this.
Google.
Wait, Mrs. Shoemaker.
Yeah, only I can call her that. So make sure that's not Wikipedia. That is, I'm looking at it.
I don't know.
It's just a picture. Hang on. No, hang on.
She's like, let me get the best one.
This was his best era, the long hair.
So this is from IMD, lowercase b, Tom Hiddleston.
Oh.
Please let this be focused.
Nah, we'll figure it out. If not, I'll just put it on. Let me tell you, if we had an episode just about my celebrity crushes, it'd be 2 hours long. Should be okay.
Hush yourself. She brought the phone parking lot.
I
Side rant. What are your opinions on the phone parking lot?
If it's for the test, I understand.
Yes.
But like my human biology last year, like first semester, every single day you get there, you put your phone in the park. No, this is my phone.
Right?
It doesn't have. This belongs to me. This is mine. I'm not gonna park it every single day.
And I get that. And I get that we have an addiction and we need to be broken of it. But I feel he who breaks the rules should be punished.
I could go on and on about I'm not on my phone. Why do I have to put mine up because that person is? God, what was I talking about? Not Lord. What was I talking about?
Wait, did you just say? I just understood what you said. What would you say is cheating? What would you say are certain expectations from both sides of the parties?
Okay, this is once 2 people are dating.
Yes.
I just growled. Obviously, flirting. I do count that as cheating.
In a relationship, once again, that will be wrapped around to what we define as flirting. Are there certain things that you would not like your boyfriend or seeing or hearing your boyfriend doing with other people?
Making fun or making comments of another girl. Like, I don't, if you're
That's also, I would consider an ick.
This kind of goes into the, like, if you bring someone up around their boyfriend and they're like, oh, I hate her, she's so annoying. It's like,
Back to it, wrapping around to it.
do a wrap.
What are some expectations or things you would change about yourself or be willing to change about yourself in a relationship? Examples being clothes, friends, music you hang out with, or anything else.
Like, I honestly think I'd change the way I dress, which, I know. But the amount of...
You know what, I want you to know that I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told people that, and they're like, well, that's controlling. But I feel like there is a certain line to where it's controlling, and then
Not
when
their
it's
clothes,
like...
my clothes. Controlling myself.
Yeah. Or it's also like, I completely understand why my boyfriend wouldn't want me wearing Daisy Dukes to a bar.
I'm going to look up what that is.
Daisy Dukes are extreme cutoff jeans like that.
Oh, the...
Let's look up a pic.
Let's not. What? Okay, so you asked what I'd change about me?
Or what would you be willing to change about yourself or sacrifice in a relationship? Or what would you consider healthy things to sacrifice?
My rotting in bed time. I go home and I just lay in bed and then eventually I shower and then go back to bed.
In you saying that. Are your knuckles ready to pop? I want to hear the crackle.
Let's see if I can get my neck.
That's gonna be good.
The amount of times I've been jump scared by going on TikTok. And then it'll be like some dude in a medieval knight helmet and like I see the microphone, I'm like, oh no, and I try to swipe as quickly as I can and he beats me to it. He has a cheese grater on the microphone before I can do anything and he's grating the microphone and I'm like, oh my god, my ear! All I can say is, you know me. Like, I will do
You're pretty
whatever I
chill.
can to make everything as chill as it can be.
I feel like in maybe a toxic way for yourself, but not for others, you're kind of a people person. Or what is it called? People pleaser, is that what I'm saying?
I am very much a people pleaser.
You're not a people person whatsoever.
You could smack me in the face and I'd say sorry for having my face near your hand.
I
feel like that's happened, hasn't it? Haven't you accidentally hit me and I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Kill me.
A side rant. When FIFA was super big and we were watching those games, like on all the projectors during GPS, and I thought I was the only one who knew Tubi. And so when I saw Tubi, I got so excited, I punched Bailey in the face. Literally. I was like, Tubi! And she was like, ah! I used to be super good at woodworking. Like
Me too.
I never said I was a freaking pro, and I said FRICKEN. I was a pro. Okay, like I made decent stuff. I knew how to do everything pretty well. Mr. Wendell scared me to the point where I literally crippling anxiety. You saw me. All I did was stand and cry. And
We were both so bad. We would just stand there shaking and crying while he was telling us what to do. And he's like, we know how to do this. We went over this. I'm like, no, I don't.
like, stop yelling at me. I'm just a little girl. And he'd be like, I'm talking in my monotone voice.
And we're like,
And I don't know why you're crying. Because,
we were
quite
so
frankly,
emotional to me. Do you remember the time for the entire hour I just stood by the table saw just looking at it because I didn't know
I looked over there. I thought you were shadowing him. Because I was like, why is she...
He like put me in timeout. He'd be like, I want you to sit here and look over your blueprints and get the table how you need it. And he'd come back after like half an hour and I hadn't done anything.
Interesting.
And as interesting as that is, we just wasted how much time not even talking about the topic we said we were going to talk about?
I mean, this is our final episode for Mrs. Shoemaker, so we had to hang it off on a bang. Don't cry.
I'm not crying.
It will get better. You have hair in your mouth. Oh, and I have hair in my eye.
Get it on your head. I'm just going to leave this episode here. I'm Bailey.
Wait, hold on. We gotta redo that.
I will fight you.
This girl.
I'm Bailey.
I'm Jessica.
And that was
Yap.
I hope that was yapping around.
I wanted to sing it.